Vinyl community, Jeff here. It's been a crazy week since my last video, but finally getting around to doing another one. Lots of stuff has come in recently, you know, just random stuff. But I wanted to cover some stuff today that is, there was some sale items. The first 4 of these were on Frontier Records site. So Frontier's Records, you know, melodic metal, power metal, traditional metal, whatever along that lines. A lot of bands that, you know, almost anything on Frontier Records would be right up my alley as far as style-wise. They put out a lot of classic stuff. So anyway, they had a sale where their CDs were like $5 and the vinyl records were like $15 to $19. They had a bunch of stuff marked down. So I went ahead and grabbed some. Now this one's just funny, another funny story about this, but Spirits Fire. Now this is, I've had my eye on this for quite a while, and the band itself, kind of a super group. Chris Cafferty from Sabotage, Mark Zonder from Fates Warning. This has Ripper Owens on it, you know. Well, he's been in all kinds of things, but, you know, most notably the Judas Priest for a couple albums there. Steve DiGiorgio, bass player in Testament. He's done some time in Death. He's done a lot of time in a lot of different bands. Interesting thing about this album, though, is that back when I showed that video a while back, a handful of videos ago, where I had received a box and it was empty, this was one of the albums that had come to me from Frontier that the Postal Service totally tore the box open and the record was out there. So when I contacted them, told them the album was not in the box, they offered me to either resend it or refund. And at that time, I had overextended myself, and I said, well, go ahead and refund it. This was, you know, probably right after Christmas. So I got a refund. I figured, you know, did I really need this album anyway? This and the other album, which I can't remember what it was. It was 2 other ones from their label. So funny, literally about a month later, it goes on sale. So I'm glad I got it. Now there is, let me see. These are all on black, nothing special here. It's a really solid album from this type of band, you know, U.S. power metal type thing. It is a double record set. Ripper Owens, of course, his vocal style. Now, they have a brand new album that just came out, like this week, last week, week before last, somewhere in the past week or two. I've had it digitally. And they have switch singers. They have Fabio Tordiglione. So it's got a slightly different feel as far as vocal style. His vocals are, to me, a little more melodic. He's from Rhapsody. He's done some time in Labyrinth, bands like that. So the Euro power metal, more of a melodic voice. So yes, it's really good, and I expect to pick that one up. I do have it digitally in my collection, but anyway, this was great, and I wanted to grab that. And for $15, I could not go wrong. Last in Line 2. Now I got to go out and track down Last in Line 1, which I do have digitally or maybe even on CD. If you're not familiar with Last in Line, this was originally, when it started, it was the band, all the band members, Vivian Campbell and the rest of the band members who were part of the Dio band back in the Last in Line Dio time frame, first couple albums. After his passing, and of course, there was a big falling out with a lot of these guys. And so all of the original band members got together and they were doing Dio tribute stuff, playing the songs from their time period. They later went on to record an album of original stuff, which was very good. Then they had some member changes and they continued on as basically a side project band for a lot of these guys that, you know, one of the guys passed away after the first album. And so they've had member changes, but, you know, Vivian Campbell's still at the helm. And they are putting out great music. This too is it's on black, and it is also a double record set. You know, nothing major to show, just really good, hard rocking, you know, traditional metal. Nice to see Vivian back into this, you know, riffing. He's, you know, of course, been in Def Leppard for the longest time, and so a little bit more edgier here. That was great for the price. Nordic Union. Heard a lot of people show this. I knew a little bit about them, and I knew that when I saw it that I wanted to get this. So I don't know a ton about the band, but it is, you know, a European single album. You know, European sounding melodic metal, kind of power metal. Not, you know, not really strong power metal. Just that symphonic melodic metal. The lead singer, I believe, has put out a couple solo albums. One that's recent, that's about to come out. One that came out last year, and I'm totally drawing a blank on his name. So I'm sorry. I know a little of their history, but not a lot. And this one I thought, why not? Newest one from Jetboy. I guess this is a reunion type album, and they got back together, and it's gritty, rough vocal, just hard rocking stuff from the band that's been around since the 80s. And I want to say, I don't think I have their first album, but I keep seeing, I saw it in the wild, and then I went back to get it, and it was gone. A used copy, but maybe I don't think I have that. I think it was another one I picked up. But yeah, so, I recognize the name, and I'm like, that's a band from back in the 80s that has come back for an album. This is another single. This one's on red. I was wrong. They're not all on. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Now, this next one was not part of the Frontiers. This was on Amazon. Again, I've been watching it. It started off being, it's part of the Lizzie Borden reissues. They just came out with another batch of 3. I have the first 3, I believe, so I'm looking for these. And this one, I think, was hovering in the $29 range, and so I had it marked on Amazon to keep an eye on it. And once it went down to $20, I went ahead and grabbed it. So it went on sale, and I grabbed it. It's a sort of a clear marbled smoke. What do they call it? Clear, warm gray marbled vinyl. And it's got a full-size poster, large-size poster of the cover art. It's got a sticker with, well, it's not a sticker, it's a card with the download code. It's got lyrics. They've really done a nice packaging job on these when Metal Blade reissued these. So I don't believe this one was ever originally on vinyl, so this is mastered for vinyl. And yeah, so there's 2 more of this time frame that just came out that I want to get. So I'm a big Lizzie Borden fan. They're just a traditional, kind of shock rock, but traditional metal of the 80s that I really loved. And he's done stuff like this in the latter years. Good stuff. That's all, though. That's it. Just a handful of things on sale. I still had some pre-order stuff that came in that I meant to, in connection with the last couple of videos, I meant to mention, but I need to get back to that. And anyway, a couple other things have come in that I'll cover at another time. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back. Rock on. Rock hard.